Hey, good morning and welcome back to Mount Pleasant Farm. We're going to try to get a little bit done here today in this barn, even though we've got a lot going on at the house with kids and everything else. So let me take you through and show you what we're going to try to do today. So you know the status in the last video, we got about this far. Now we're going to start working the front today. I've got the loft doors open. Those will come off, of course. I'm going to strip all the siding. I'm going to work on trying to replace this old 3x6 here that we've got supported over there temporarily. So in order to do that, I've already cut away, let me get back under here. You can see here with all the sunlight, I've already cut away all of the loft floorboards that are attaching to that 3x6 to take the weight off of it that way. Then next, of course, I'm going to start stripping siding from left to right to expose all that structure in there. And then I'm going to cut away the framework for the loft door. And we'll get this 3x6 swapped out with two 2x6s, which of course are 1.5 inches each and equals the 3x6. It's really 3 by 5.5, but it'll be close enough. So it's going to be attached over there. I'm going to put a dado in that 6x6, and I'm going to clean up this one over here, and this old 6x6. So it comes all the way through, and that this thing edge to edge is 16 feet, so it should be a perfect fit. Anyway, that's what we're doing. I'll get some video here as we go along of us getting this stripped off here. Well, gonna break for lunch here, but this is where we got so far. I'm gonna leave those few short boards up top there at the peak, just to make sure that old rafter remains supported while I rebuild this framework down here. But I'm doing most of this with a reciprocating saw and cutting nails and stuff because I really don't want to destroy any more framework than I have to. And so right now my batteries are dead anyway, so it's a good time to go make lunch, and we'll pick this up back after lunch, and I'll try to get some actual offhand video as well so you can watch the work happen. Well, got a little more done after lunch here. Got this all cleared out up in here. I've got this 3x6 is coming out right now. So what you're going to see next is I'm going to make a cut over here on the end at the 6x6 post. It'll still be supported by this rig here, and then I'll cut this end off and get it down out of there. Then I'll clean out that pocket, make some measurements, take the end piece of siding off there, the end piece of siding off there, and then we'll get the dados properly cut so we can set this new 3x6 in place. All right, let's cut this thing. Story of my life in batteries. Okay, let's try this again. There you have it. left here is just a piece that's still in this notch. I'll get this cleaned out of here with a chisel, and then I'll start making some measurements to get my new 3x6 in place. Well, we have things cleaned up here. It's getting ready to come through with a big thunderstorm, so got everything in, out of the wind, got the ladders laying down. I did get up in here in this notch, and that's all they notched out was a corner. How lazy. So of course, I'm going to take that, I'm going to make that a dado all the way across 3 inches deep, and I'll do the same thing on the other post over there, and we'll drop that beam that I made there out of the two 2x6x16s. That beam will go all the way across the front. Across the span across the front is exactly 16 feet, so it'll pop right in there, and we'll make sure everything's level. We'll mark the other side, make the dado over there, and sink it in. And then what I'm going to have to do to build this front end of the barn again, because I pretty much took everything out except the stuff at the ridge up there, just kind of give it some stability until I start getting some stuff back in. I just don't trust any of this old wood, so I don't know what those rafters are like up there. I just didn't want to take it apart. So I'll get this beam going across the front, and then I'm going to take some of that old flooring out, and then I'm going to take some of my 1x10 siding, and I'm going to lay in there in the front, maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 boards across, and then just put a single screw in each one to hold them in place, just for some temporary flooring, so I can walk around up there and do some work on this if I need to put stuff in place or whatever, just temporary, to get the structure built in the front here and frame out the new loft doors, and then we'll get that going. So, and then of course, remember, I have to build out these short walls on either end of the front. I have to also put a new base plate in over here, but build those short walls out so that can handle the barn doors later with the hinges and all. But it's coming together. This project is going to be coming to a close, and probably the next weekend, hopefully. Of course, the next weekend we are busy out of town for Carly's birthday, but we'll get after it when we can, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more done today after the storm. So the boys are over there getting ready to come in with me, playing on some logs, and we'll get after it again, hopefully again soon today.